Since there was so much positive feedback the first time I made one of these behind the scenes videos, I'm going to do it again, but this time for the Tough Times Don't Last music video. If you like it, I ask that you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for checking it out. Hope y'all enjoy the video. There's 3 locations for this music video, and really only 2. The first location is the Oracle, a bar in Columbus, Ohio, which is owned by my friend Bobby Silver, who also plays bass for me when I tour. So you may have seen him out there with me.
I don't know. I lived in this neighborhood since like 95 probably. So this is like a dream come true for me, but I just wanted to have like a place where everybody could come together. So that's what this is. I mean, in the most simplest terms.
Real nice spot. So we shot inside there, the opening scenes, and then we shot just outside of it for the second part where I'm walking out the bar and I bump into the people. The third location we use is just my living room. So everything you see in that third location is really my living room, from the portrait of Guru on the wall to the bookshelf to the records right there. We didn't have to stage any of that stuff. To the record player right in the middle, that's literally my living room. And so that's a big bonus to have, but we try to keep it simple for shoots like this because we know that the more locations you get involved, the more complicated it gets. So we keep it simple with the locations. The concept for the Tough Times Don't Last music video is basically about a guy who's having a hard time. It's about a guy who starts out great. His day is starting good. He meets somebody for drinks to meet up with a friend, associate, and he gets a call. And from that call, things kind of get bad. And we don't know what happens on the phone, who he's talking to or what he's talking about. But what I wanted to convey in this music video was just like how things can change so quickly, and how when things get bad, what we have to do or what we should do is to go back to the things that we love and enjoy doing the most. You know, in the case of the character in this video, what he really loves is music. He was out meeting with an associate and got a call. Things went bad. But by the end of it, he goes to a place where he actually is smiling again, which he didn't do since the opening minute of the video, right? And that's when he started to get back to the music, playing records that he loved, alone, something that no one else was involved in, and it brought him joy. That's the concept for the video and what we wanted to get across. But it wasn't quite as simple as that, because you have to create a story that depicts that. So the video concept is pretty simple. Man has a bad day. Man finds music to feel better. And everything in the video you see contributes to that. Now, the cast and crew from this video is literally everybody I know. There's nobody in this music video that I don't know or I'm not friends with on Facebook.
Man, I'm here to support my brother, my friend, Mr. Al Shepard, aka Blueprint, for his music video shoot.
When we talk about, we improvise that shit, but
no, of course, improv is improv. Yeah. You're gonna have a sense of that, but I always even like some of the stuff that I used to help some guys with. Like, no, we're gonna storyboard this. Let's have a plan.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you have to.
That's cool.
Or else it'll get out of control. We could be there for 10 hours.
Like, if I could be involved in every single one of yours, I would. Every single, but I can't. We got lives, and I'm not trying to be a bugaboo. But it was nice. It was nice to have Print ask.
Actually, I saw the casting call that Blueprint put out on Facebook, and I responded to that, and he hit me back and said just come through 10 a.m. So I'm excited to get it done.
What's up? This is Ernest Stripes, 1/3 of Finest in the Flesh from Columbus, Ohio, repping for the homie Printmatic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
peace.
So how long you known Print?
for some years, and come to find out he knows some of my family members. So yeah, long time. And he's from the neighborhood that I used to live in, Southfield. So you know, he peoples, man, good peoples.
My name's James Yader. I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio. Moved to Seattle like 10 years ago. So I'm back handling some family business, and ran into Print last night, told me about the photo shoot, so decided to come through.
I think it's in that bag. Oh, yeah. As usual, just me on the direction and Mario Hensley working the camera. Mario is a consummate professional. He's a professional cameraman in real life. So we can speak the same language and we can get the results we want when we work together. And this is one of our best collaborations that we've done, I think.
Whatever you think works best, because that's cool, but I was thinking, like, how do you shoot us and get other people in it as well from certain angles? I was thinking, like, we're not going to have a bartender, so you can literally get some shots from coverage of us there shooting.
At the bar?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Have us, have them blurred out and us kind of clean, you know, behind that if you want to. In addition to shooting, obviously, up close with the stuff here. But I think this might be the best for lights. What do you think? Because I figure here, there, or here. Any one of those could work, but it's up to you. So what do you think?
I show up, I set up lights, Mario sets up lights, we set up the cameras and the shots, we direct everybody that's there, and it ends up just being like people just hanging out, and it was really good time. One of the ways we get authentic performances from the people who are in the music videos like this is that, you know, number one, we try to be very clear with letting them know what we're looking for in terms of the mood and their energy for certain shots. Okay, we need you just to look a little upset, a little distraught, you're pissed off, you're happy, you're just wondering, you're staring, things of that nature. We do it while we're shooting so they actually can kind of get into it right then and there. You know, we don't have scripts. We pretty much tell people what we're trying to get out of them and what we're looking for a particular scene, and they do pretty well with it. Mario is a great director as well. He knows how to let people know what he needs. There's a part in the video where I was just walking down the sidewalk and he's behind me and he's just like, yo, I need you to look pissed. I need you to be upset. And I'm still walking. I didn't change anything. So then I start, okay, how can I look pissed off? And so I was like, I can kick something. So I'm kicking shit. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's this fucking tree coming up. And I elbow the fucking tree because, you know, he told me to look upset. And I was like, yeah, I need to do that. So I'm just thinking, as I'm walking, I'm thinking of ways, how do you visually sell upset with your body? And so that's what I'm doing when I'm walking down the curb. I'm just looking pissed off, throwing my hands, grabbing my head, flailing my arms like somebody who's just really upset. And, you know, credit to Mario for being a great director in terms of getting the energy out of me that he needs, because he knows what I'm trying to do. He just tells us when it needs to be done, and we just kind of work together really well on that. I chose black and white strictly as an artistic decision. And that decision was also based on the Fix Your Own Plate music video where we did it in purple. And when I saw that work in Fix Your Own Plate, I was like, I'm going to try a black and white music video next. And this was the perfect one to try it on. I also think that it kind of gives the music video like a film noir kind of vibe. You feel like you're watching a short movie. And the color of it really makes things hit home. So that's why black and white. And it won't be the last one I do in black and white because I'm really happy with how this one came out.
Using any filters, any color filters?
Nope, I'm gonna do a black and white.
Okay.
So,
Black and white?
yes, sir.
Whole video gonna be in black and white or just this scene?
Whole thing. After doing that one in like purple, I'm like, yo, black and white might actually be fresh. You know what I mean? Like me and Jawar talking about how like it seems like when you shoot it with just one tone, you don't have to cut as much. You don't need as much footage. And so
You ain't gotta work as hard to make everything match.
exactly.
Especially when you're dealing with different cameras.
Yeah, something like
Is this the outlet right here?
yeah, we're going right there.
What I have here is a book by Cheryl St. John. And the name of this book is Writing with Emotion, Tension, and Conflict. Techniques for Crafting an Expressive and Compelling Novel. I read this book several years ago when I was making my first film, King No Crown. It was a documentary film. But I was having some struggles with story and trying to understand why certain things I was doing weren't working. They weren't working properly. And I realized that I need to actually understand certain concepts. So I put together like a reading curriculum, and this book was at the top of the list. It's about novels, but it really applies to any type of story. And the basic premise of this book and why it applies to this music video so much is that this book, it states that if you don't have emotion, tension, and conflict in your story, you don't really have a story that's compelling enough for people to watch. And so this book goes through how to create emotion in what you write, how to create tension, how to create conflict. This music video, I tried to implore the tactics of this book by making sure that there was tension. There's tension when I get the phone call. There's tension when people are looking at me and they're trying to figure out what the hell's going on, that's wrong with me. And then there's conflict when I'm leaving the bar and I'm trying to get out of there and I bump into the first guy and then I bump into the second guy and knocked his groceries out of his hands. And then there's an emotion when I get the phone call. See, all three of these things are employed, but this book helped me really understand that, like, if you don't have these things, it's just people sitting in a bar doing nothing and you don't have a fucking story. And so reading this book really completely changed how I approach film. And even though this is a music video, this book is really good for understanding those concepts. And this is kind of a secret weapon for the writing of things like this. And so that's Writing with Emotion, Tension, and Conflict by Cheryl St. John. Highly recommended if you are, especially if you're into film or video, or if you're a writer. I think you should just read this book in general. Another book that really helped me that I read when I was studying film heavily is this book. This book is called Plot and Structure: Techniques and Exercises for Crafting a Plot That Grips Readers from Start to Finish. This book is, and it's by James Scott Bell. This book is kind of an extension of the first one, but this is more at a high level. How do you write stories and things within your stories that really kind of push your stories to the next level and engage people? And if you don't understand plot and story structure, you'll never be able to write a good story. So these two books are essential for me: Plot and Structure and Writing with Emotion, Tension, and Conflict. And I highly recommend them to anybody who wants to do film, make better music videos, write better stories, and just write better in general. That's it. I want to thank you for watching and making it to this point. If you dig the video, please comment, like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if you want to see more stuff like this, and I'll keep cooking it up. Thank y'all. Peace.